So I also had the opportunity to hear from Sripad Siddhanti Maharaj about his memory of the day when Srila Gurudev went to Delhi after Kartik. After Kartik, Srila Gurudev went to Delhi, and actually they had a plan that they were going to try to bring Srila Gurudev to Italy, because there was one doctor that came from Italy, and there's some clinic that was very well known and had a very good record of curing cancer. So when they came to Delhi, they were, on this particular day, Vrajanath Prabhu came to inform Srila Gurudev about going to Italy. Now, in order to inform him about the fact that they were going to try to bring him to Italy, they had to explain why. But up to this point, they had not really told Srila Gurudev about the condition of the cancer. So when they informed Srila Gurudev about that, then Srila Gurudev he said, I have seen so many people that have had this condition and none of them have survived. And he said, I am now old, I must go sometime, so I don't want to leave. I want to stay. I want to go to Govardhan. So Srila Gurudev at that point, he said, I want to go to Govardhan. And Brajanath Prabhu tried, I heard that he tried a bit more to convince Gurudev, because it was the mood of his servants to somehow or other do whatever was necessary so that Srila Gurudev could again recover. And they had tried so many things, but at this point this was one of the last resorts. But Srila Gurudev was not agreeing that he would go. So then shortly after, Madhav Maharaj, he was speaking with Srila Gurudev, and Srila Gurudev said, I want to go to Govardhan. I want to go now to Govardhan. I want to go immediately. So then Madhav Maharaj explained that they had to do something. They had to, because they had arranged these flights, for Italy. And now that had to be cancelled, and there was something to do with doctors or the hospital that had to be completed. But Madhav Maharaj at that time suggested to Srila Gurudev that Govardhan will be too cold. In Govardhan it will be too cold. So then Srila Gurudev said, then Navadvip. And then Madhav Maharaj also told that Navadvip will also be very cold. And it's a fact that it was very cold, because I was there throughout the month of January, and it was one of the coldest winters in 50 years or something. So then he suggested Puri to Srila Gurudev, and then Srila Gurudev agreed to go to Puri. And then he also said that yes, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj, he also departed in Puri, so I can also go there to Puri. And then at that time, Srila Gurudev wanted to go very soon. But they had to make these new arrangements, how Srila Gurudev would come to Puri by airplane. And so one of Gurudev's disciples is an airline pilot. So he and his wife, who's also an airline pilot, they were involved in trying to help make all the arrangements to transport Srila Gurudev to the airport, onto the airplane, and to bring him here to Bhubaneswar, where he would be driven here to Puri. But Gurudev's condition, of course, was very, very weak at that time. And they told Srila Gurudev, this is what Madhav Maharaj explained to Srila Gurudev, that tomorrow is Friday. And Srila Gurudev had not ever traveled on a Friday. This is what Siddhanti Maharaj was telling me, that Gurudev, according to Panjika and so forth, actually Madhav Maharaj was very strict about this. And he explained to Srila Gurudev that tomorrow is Friday. So then Siddhanti Maharaj said that Gurudev told to Madhav Maharaj, he said, oh Madhav Maharaj, maybe just this once, we can just go. We will not consider any panjika, anything like this, we will just go. And so Madhav Maharaj agreed, but there's still something that they had to do. They couldn't bring Gurudev immediately. The arrangements were not completed, so they went after a couple of days. So what Siddhanti Maharaj told me, and I have to check actually with the calendar, but this is what he told me. He said that, Gurudev had made that request, that okay, we can go on Friday. So when Srila Gurudev actually performed his final pastime and his final journey, what he told was it was on a Friday. So Srila Gurudev was brought to Sri Navadvip Dham in his final journey on that day. So the pure devotee's desires are always fulfilled. This is one more little memory that I have of what I heard from the servants of Srila Gurudev.